Ready?
Alrighty, welcome back to On the Couch with Pokerbet, episode 3. It's good to be back, and we're trying out some new tech this time. We're hoping we can get it right. We've got on the line from Johannesburg, one of Team Pokerbet Vegas 2024 members, winner of the Monte Casino, what was it called? The Winner Trip to Vegas package.
Trip to Vegas, yeah.
Wesley Blom, thanks for joining us. Wes, welcome. And a familiar face. He's been part of the Team Club Champs Pokerbet team. He then was part of the Card Room Club Champs winners we spoke about in our last episode. But he's now back on Team Pokerbet for where it really counts. We're going to Vegas, baby. Well done.
We got to Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
So tell me, we've seen some great footage of when you won it in the early hours of the morning. How are you feeling? Has it sort of still floating on cloud 9?
I think my wife's more excited than I am. She's like planning my life for me. But yeah, no, it's been surreal. It sunk in probably late that week that I managed to get it back. You guys obviously know the story, but played the September WSOP series. We got married the week before, so there was a bit of downtime before we were going on honeymoon. My daughter was here from New Zealand and didn't play the main event. Did my calculations for GPR points completely wrong. Didn't play the main event. We left for honeymoon the next day and found out I kind of let it slip through my fingers. So been determined ever since then to get it back. Also had a lot of doubts through that process, whether it was just luck or if I'm really skilled enough to crack it. And yeah, clearly you got to run good to get this far in a tournament, but managed to play well as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think just to give some more context to your story, Pokerbet's first member that came coming with us to Vegas is Adam Wolf, who won the very first SAOPS, our South African Online Poker Series Player of the Series, and the winner of that series won a package. What Wes is referring to is the fact that he was actually leading going into the final event, the main event. And next thing, we were all sitting in the office having a look and going like, did Wes not even enter? The guy was leading. What's going on here? We've subsequently chatted at a future event at Grand West, and I got the story. But that's why I was actually very, very happy to see that you made it count in Monty and you managed to convert. And I mean, you're referring to the sort of imposter syndrome of not knowing whether it's luck or form. But when you keep repeating results and keep finding yourself up there, then I think it starts making you doubt yourself less and less and start sort of building in ongoing confidence. We've been there, I'm pretty sure Darren, for about the first week and a half of his poker career felt that, and he's never looked back. I had many moments up and down where I kept questioning, like, no, the form's against me, was I just running good? But yeah, Wes, I got a feeling that you're here for the long haul, and we're looking forward to see what you're going to do in Vegas. Have you sort of earmarked any events so far that you're looking at?
I've got a sneak peek of what we're going to be playing. It's mind-blowing in terms of the number of entries, the size. I mean, I've watched World Series of Poker for many years online and stuff, and you just can't fathom. I mean, the Colossus that we're entering, a $400 tournament, almost 16,000 entries. I mean, where is everybody going to sit?
Wait, brother, wait till you see this in action. 300
main event seats, live events. It's just insane. I'm going there with no expectations. Just I'm seriously just ticking off massive bucket list things, and I started doing that last year. I've only been playing poker properly since this time last year.
That was actually my next question. That's mind-blowing. Really.
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me, the biggest takeaway which I've loved is there's been quite a few, and few of you guys that have kind of the next generation, or the people that have I used online to catapult myself into making a living out of poker and doing well. And the funny thing is when you mention it, like even Adam and Wes, and there's, Leknos and a few other guys that are starting to do it, it's quite cool to see this group of guys. And the one thing I loved when, we've been in Pretoria in these team events, I've actually seen guys like the next generation of smart, like people who are passionate about the game, actually thinking, trying to improve. It's just been really awesome to watch. I remember watching for the first few months, and there's the same aliases kept coming up. There's Wesley Blom, there's Lady 26, there's Any Two Will Do. And it was just really great to see these guys come through and consistently do it. And Wes has been one of these guys, right, where I've seen these named and I was like, well, it can be a bit of variance, can be a bit of form, which everyone has. But you guys have been pushing through. And it's really good to see, the reality is, and I'm not saying this, I'm saying this in the truth, and if you go look at poker, online is where you build the hands, the experience. You're just going to see it all. Everyone who laughs about, oh my God, I got so unlucky. Play enough online poker, and you'll just see variance. So it's just great to see you guys, you've converted it into basically one of, I would guess you've probably played 10, 20 live events maximum in your life, but you've had such good grounding from playing online and such good skills that you're able to just go straight in there and be able to execute. So it's just been cool to watch your guys' journey. And the team this year, it's just awesome. There's a lot of really smart guys who want to just hang around. You are in poker, it's the truth, and I've spoken to a lot to this about Ahmed, you are what your network is. If you hang around guys who are thinking about the game, who are just asking questions, that's how it was. I used to talk to, I've had many things with Ryan and trips and whatever, ask questions. That's how you learn. We all think differently. Nothing's right, just different styles.
100%. Wes, I'm excited for your mind to be blown.
Just to add on to what Darren's saying, when we played the club champs in Cape Town, I had Marco on my rail. I'd bounce off him, speak to him around what I should be doing, situational stuff. I've got a mate here in Joburg, Stephen Redloff, that I'm bouncing stuff off. He's helping me out with my game a bit. So yeah, it's really great that these high-level players, live players, and online players, that they give their time, and it's good for the game.
Yeah,
totally. We touched on this last week about the Brazilian GG poker community and how they've sort of all helped each other increase their skill sets, and their learnings and their results have just followed. So this is, again, talks to what Darren has always wanted to do with Pokerbet, is to create a platform where we can create the next African superstar in the world of poker. And there doesn't only need to be one. We can create many winners, and hopefully this is another year where we sort of start with more success over in Vegas.
Yeah.
We've been lucky enough to find success there many years ago, the old generation, the has-beens, well, maybe not DK, but me. But yeah, we're so amped. We've got a team that's growing. We've got 4 guys now. There's another couple more that still will join us. Maybe even some last-minute surprises. But the scale that you're going to walk into, I don't even try and explain it to people up front. It's like when you become a parent the first time, you don't even tell them about the lack of sleep or whatever else. There's nothing that can prepare you for the noise of 2,000 people in one room shuffling chips at the same time. Where you walk past, Helmut cutting across you this way and Negreanu there. Next thing, you're just standing in there like a 12-year-old at their favorite football match, seeing their biggest idols walk past. It's amazing to experience, and I'm really excited that you're going to get to join us and hopefully pick up some dollars on the way to bring back with you as well.
That won't hurt at all. Won't hurt.
But I do believe there's going to be a negative net dollar loss at one stage. It's your birthday while we're there. Am I right?
Correct. I think Colossus starts on the 28th. My birthday's on the 29th. So I've been talking about this whole live your life once type story. I started that at Sun City main event last year, where I got to actually play on a table with Darren. I don't know if you remember. I took a selfie with you guys. I was playing with yourself and Lam and Martin and Mervyn. And I thought that was like the table of death. And just spending the time on the table with you guys, it set my mind at ease. I got a really comfortable managed cash there. So that was bucket list 1. Bucket list 2, go to Vegas, never been. Play World Series of Poker. Hopefully we can wangle UFC tickets.
UFC is the night after your birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday to me. And like I said in my brief interview after the win, it's just everything, the universe just aligned that this needed to happen, and I put so much effort and energy manifesting this opportunity to be in a position where I could try and take the win. I know there's a few oaks on the final table that going to say I got lucky, but that's the game.
You make your own luck, brother.
Yeah, exactly what I was about to say.
And they
Correct.
talk
I'd
about
rather be lucky
manifesting.
than good.
100%. I mean, your attitude and your sort of positive outlook on everything is really infectious, and I think that it's only going to stand you in good stead in Vegas. Just going there with the right mentality. It's a big adjustment, but I mean, the absolute adrenaline of jumping into some of these events, playing your first World Series event, holding one of those chips, it's like bucket list stuff, and I'm excited you're going to get to do all of this. And I mean, with your mentality and headspace, I mean, we might be trying to buy shares in you the way you're going at the moment, huh?
Yeah. Well, we actually cracked a small deal on the final table. Hagar manufactured a deal when he was loaned chips, and that whoever got the seat, we would get shares in each other. So, yeah, I think they're rooting on me to make some bucks.
That's epic. You're going to get more people manifesting the results for you back home. I mean, is there anything else in Vegas that you're looking forward to seeing specifically? Anything outside of UFC and?
Funny story that because of my little honeymoon we like overspent on the wedding last year. We had a small wedding, honeymoon down in Cape Town and stuff. I said to the wife, well, this is honeymoon take 2, seeing that it's now in reverse, that I got the seats and now we can do a proper honeymoon. We're going to bring the gears, guys. So pack new livers.
Love it.
Looking forward to it. We've got some guys here that will join you at the bar many late nights. I know there's a few jawlers in our crew that are going as well. But yeah, we can't wait, Wes, and I just want to thank you again for making the time to jump on this call with us. We're definitely going to chat more, and as the team sort of grows and we get 1 or 2 more members part of it, there's going to be some good banter and gears, and it's just, you're going to be in for the time of your life, and we can't wait to experience it with you. Thanks again.
Thanks, bro.
You guys have created not just a platform. I think you've started to establish a community, especially now bringing the guys together in the club champs and stuff. It's really, really awesome. It's something that I think a lot of people are aspiring to. When I got the call up, I was like completely shocked, and so thank you for letting me be part of the team, and it's been amazing.
Epic words. Thank you,
Thanks,
Wes. We'll chat soon, and thanks again for jumping on the call. We're going to carry on, Darren and I, so you can jump off, and we'll finish off the podcast just touching on a few things coming up. Wes, we'll see you soon, brother. Have a great day.
Go to Vegas, baby!
Yeah!
And hell yes. Great, ciao. So it's great to hear from Wes. I mean, just such a positive, infectious personality in the space. South African poker definitely can do with more characters like that. And it's just, I think that we're going to have many, many stories this trip of, not just Wes, but Adam and Chad. And our most recent winner, a man who goes by the name of Blinkpert on Pokerbet. We had our Vegas leaderboard shootout on Sunday. Just to remind the viewers, we had 6 events that were 3 monthly minis and 3 monthly millions over the past 3 months. There were points earned. Top 8 qualified for a final table leaderboard. They got chips based on where they qualified. And Blinkpert, with all due respect, a complete no-namer to us. We had to try and Google and find out who knew this man. He came down with a win, which was a bit unfortunate for Adam Wolf, who came second and was leading a long way through. He got a gross beat with Queens versus Jack 6. It was a bit of a tough one. Adam being a good mate of ours, he's already coming with us. We wanted to make sure we had more people to the party, but great result for Blinkpert, and we got some interesting characters joining us.
Yeah, that's awesome. It was quite funny. I was starting to look and see where it was, and then when I heard he's from Bloemfontein, all I went is Rudolph Fourie. Rudolph Fourie, one of the godfathers of poker. I'm like, if you're from Bloemfontein and you play poker, Rudolph Fourie should know you. Anyway, contacted him. Don't worry, within about 10 minutes, I got a picture of where he was at Rudolph's birthday playing. Awesome. We didn't actually sort of meet that night, but it was great to... great. There's a story like that. Some guy playing in Love Home Games, played online for, hasn't played, many events when I checked in the records, but some great results. And just another person that we're going to bring along, to experience. It was interesting when we were chatting to Wes. I started getting excitement, and it's like quite a crazy feeling. I think I've been to Vegas, 15 times, something crazy, not all for poker, but whatever, just been mainly for poker. And I still get that excitement. And when you said something about walking in a room And I remember back last year, the excitement of taking someone else to share what we both went through. For me, that's just the ultimate. I was like visioning, walking through the room, getting excited, going, Wes, look at that. Can you believe it? That's the final table. If you get there, so there's all those things I want to share with people.
Yeah, I mean, thinking back to Bernie and his first experience walking into the room last year, his mind was blown in more ways than one. But just, when you see it, you can't explain it to somebody. No. The scale of Vegas itself, the size of these hotels, 4,000, 5,000 rooms, the size of these convention centers and the amount of tables in a room. You have 2,000 players playing poker. That's 220 tables. There's 220 dealers dealing at the same time, with the rest all on rotation, sitting in the back getting a break. It's just mind-blowing. And to touch on that point, the Colossus event, which Wes talking about, last year they got 18,000 entrants. That's the entire Arthur Ashe Stadium of New York, or the US Open final in New York. And I mean, it's just, when you think about that many people playing in a live poker tournament, it's a little bit hard to comprehend, and the level of organization is first class. I mean,
I know I've only got, I had laser on my eyes, but when you walk in that room and it's empty, you can barely see to the other side. It's that far, Remember when you take pictures? So it's something exciting for all of them to see. Yeah. And I love it when it's first timers, because I think you and I, get excited to show them what it's all about. And we've got at the moment we've got a full house of first timers.
100%. And I was about to say we might pick up some more first timers. At the next opportunity for players to get to Vegas is Pokerbet is running a winner trip to Vegas package, 2 seats guaranteed, 2 packages worth 180,000 Rand, flights, accommodation, some entertainment shows, fines to about $4,000 worth of tournaments. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime trip opportunity. There's 2 seats up for grab, 2,000 Rand buy-in, rebuys and add-ons available for a few hours on Sunday the 28th. It's over the long weekend, the day after Freedom Day. And we're really looking forward to taking and growing the team, making more people make the circle bigger, and just more first-time experiences, more mind-blowing experiences, and increasing our chances of bringing back some silverware.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an awesome tournament. Excited for it. Hopefully there'll be a lot of satellite winners, a lot of guys trying to fulfill a dream. And as you said, 2,000 Rand entry, you can get this whole trip of a lifetime. No, I'm excited. So, guys, you can start probably qualifying in the next week or so, and 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I mean, that's pretty much it for the poker section of this show. Just a little touch on sport. For those of you who have a little overlapping interests, we got the US Masters coming up this week, which is, I mean, the green jacket and that music. It's one of those special weekends. I've been a little bit out of touch in golf at the moment. Who do you fancy?
Yeah, I mean, I must say it's also always that whole live versus, the PGA thing. All I know is before I got on the show, I got a very close friend of mine, Jared Mercier, and he basically summed it up as this. He said, Scotty by 6 or anyone. So, based on his putting, it seems like he's that. I'm always a sucker. I'm a bit of a loyalty guy, so I like John Rahm, always have, find him a cool character. So if you get a little bit of money out of me, maybe I'll be with John Rahm. But just love it. As you said, the music, the whole experience. Don't miss out as well. We've got a cool, Tiger Woods did it when it was, most unlikely. We run here an awesome sports campaign. Even better him to make the cut. If you miss it by 1, you'll get your stake back. So it's kind of a bit of a, a nice incentive there. So guys, don't miss out on that. But just looking forward to, feet are up on the couch, getting my daughter to sleep by 7 p.m. That'll be a win. And just enjoying a nice, relaxed weekend.
That sounds like a plan. I mean, I know that you've got a much freer weekend because your rugby team didn't make the next stage of the knockouts. The Champions Cup, I mean, last team standing. It feels like 2008 again, where you lost every bet, Stormers versus Bulls, to me. You've been tipping them like a guru, like you can see into the future on Josh's podcast that you've been on the last few weeks. I think you 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 9?
Yeah, something like that.
Unreal. I mean, he even tipped United double chance against Liverpool. Let's talk about the fact that we never had a shot in the first half and miraculously found a point. I can still see some scorned looks behind his monitor there from our colleague Sean Bloom, who's not too pleased. But tell us about your tips for this weekend's rugby.
Yeah, so I don't know what is as Wes said, rather be lucky than good, huh? We'll follow that. Yeah, obviously rugby by far is my favourite sport, and It's funny because for 4 years I had to endure losing every single bet to you during, I don't know what it felt like, 2006 or 7 to like 2010.
2007 till 2011.
Yes. Yeah, every single one. I mean, I basically played poker tournaments in Bulls outfits, so can't believe that we're here again. But yeah, the Bulls are the last remaining team, so every South African, I suppose, we'll jump behind them. They're off to play the Northampton Saints. Obviously, there's been some crazy stories about the flights. It's been on the radio. I think they're breaking up the team into a million different avenues. Not sure about that game. The Bulls have been really impressive. They've been really good. I suppose if you're going to get one tip of me on the show, that La Rochelle game. They flew here, took a lot out of them. Leinster at home versus La Rochelle. Basically, it is the finals from last year. La Rochelle, I think it's going to be really tough to lift again. Get on Leinster, -6.5, -7 on Pokerbet. Don't mind losing money to you guys, you know. As I say, we've lost 8 out of 9. Miles make it 9 out of 10. So -6.5, have a little punt. That'll be my tip on the show.
My advice is to listen to what this man says. Last week he tipped La Rochelle to beat Stormers, his team at home. Stormers were 16-0 up.
Yeah.
La Rochelle snuck in with a minute to go. 1 point in it. DK's the man on form. I'm not arguing. I just follow and nod my head. And I think that's pretty much summing it up for the sport that's coming up this weekend. Obviously, there's some good English Premier League. The title race, the 3-horse race, it's an epic one. As painful as it is to be a United fan this season, it's been some epic football. City, Liverpool, Klopp, can he win a title on his way out? Or can Arteta, the man who learnt everything from Pep, surprise them both and win it for Arsenal? It's going to be a humdinger going down, and I'm sure we'll find a punt or two along the way. I think from us on the couch this week with Pokerbet, it's been great having Wes join us. Thanks again to him. And keep your eye on the satellites for the qualifiers for the Vegas package comps. And we hopefully can be seeing you joining us as the 5th and 6th members of Team Pokerbet for Vegas 2024. Darren, as always, it's good fun chatting with you on the couch, talking sport and poker.
Yeah, it's been great. Loved it. And already looking forward to the next one.
100%. Guys, have a great week. We'll chat soon, and we'll see you next time on the couch with Pokerbet. Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you ready?